So back in the day when I used to stream a lot more than I actually do now, which is something that I actually need to get better at, to be honest. I do need to stream a bit more, to be honest, because I actually do enjoy streaming. But essentially back in the day, I used to have these streams where I would often do something called reacting to your edit streams. Now, these streams are honestly just meant to be like a bundle of fun where I pretty much just, I take the piss out of, people's edits and stuff. Like, I usually get on there to have some light jabs at the person who edited the video to essentially make content, right? Like, I'm not trying to do anything with ill intent. Never. That's never what I'm trying to do with my content at all. And essentially, I just take the piss with the edits and everything, and we just have a laugh. That's pretty much what the purpose of those streams are, to have a laugh and just take the piss, That's pretty much it. But essentially, right, there was once this edit that was submitted by a person that I'm actually good friends with now. I'm not sure if he wants his name to be mentioned, but I guess I'll mention it anyway because he was shown in the video and everything. So, but a good friend of mine named Kippy, he essentially submitted an edit and he wanted me to watch it, right? And he submitted it and I wasn't aware, but until after this entire thing happened. But essentially after he submitted this edit, I went on to, do my thing. I did the whole roasting thing. I roasted everything just because it was funny. A lot of people genuinely enjoyed watching me just take the piss out of every single edit just because, I don't know, I was kind of seen as like the Gordon Ramsay of Minecraft edits, which was kind of funny. I liked that image. It was pretty cool. And essentially after that video, after that came out, after that stream was concluded and everything, essentially the community he was in, which was called Uni Editing Community or Universal Editing Community, something like that, they did not really like my jokes. They thought I was being toxic to this one random viewer who had no idea what my streams was and everything like that. So these people took really high offense into me like taking the piss out of this guy's edit, when in reality, which was like in my opinion the funniest part of this, was that Kippy, the guy who submitted it, the guy who literally was, ready to have his edit roasted no matter what, because it's just what I do, is content. He wasn't even offended over that. Like, if he was offended over it and he genuinely told me like, okay, what you said wasn't nice, I would have genuinely apologized. But the funny thing is that he just wasn't. He had to make a comment under his video to pretty much explain to people why he wasn't offended. And the entire universal editing community, they still didn't care, bro. Like, they still didn't care that he, literally the guy who made the video, who submitted it, wasn't offended by it at all. So when the guy wasn't offended, the community was for him for some reason. Now, this is kind of ridiculous, to be honest, because when the guy who made it isn't even offended in the first place, why should the entire community be offended for him? It makes absolutely no sense at all, right? Essentially, I started to receive a lot of backlash for this, from this community. They didn't really, okay, he's just cheating. Okay, what the fuck? Hello? Essentially, I started to receive a lot of backlash from the community. They didn't really like me after that. I got a lot of hate from them. A lot of, threats, a lot of, saying that, the essential shit, like calling me out, saying that I'm toxic, saying that I spread negativity and all that shit, right? Just not really good things. I got a bunch of death threats as well. Can't remember those. A bunch of stuff, right? And it wasn't nice. It eventually spread out to Twitter when I actually opened up my editing store and shit and everything, where I would essentially make edits for people. I had my own store and everything where essentially people could buy an edit, and that was it. And a lot of these people from the universal editing community, they started to say that I was essentially scamming my audience, which was just wild, because I had put so much effort into this one store. I tried to make the prices fair and everything, and they were pretty much just outright saying that I was scamming people. Literally, no hesitation. They were saying that I was scamming people. Why? Because they didn't like my editing. That's literally what they were saying. They didn't think my editing, apparently, according to them, was real editing. That was kind of the what's it called, their justification for hating on me. They said that their type of editing was real or something, and mine wasn't, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. They were pretty much just saying that, and it made no sense, right? And they were pretty much outright saying that my editing is arse. They don't like my videos. Clearly, I mean, that's not a huge problem. But... Oh. Oh. Oh my god, get a good fight, bro. But yeah, and essentially... They were pretty much just saying that I was scamming my audience for making a store where people could buy and edit from me. That's pretty much what they were saying. And I mean, at the time, I was kind of like new to YouTube and everything. I didn't really know how to like handle everything. I was kind of like in a bit of a pickle, right? I mean, I knew how to handle it to some extent, but I was more so a bit like annoyed that these people were just like hating on my store for no reason because I roasted some guy's edit and he wasn't even offended, but now the community hates me for some reason. I was just so confused. Essentially, after this happened, you know, this eventually spread onto Twitter where some of the people there would just call me out for no reason and just be annoying. I ended up blocking one guy from the community, and which was a mistake on my part. I should have not done that, because that would have just proven that I was salty about the entire situation, meaning more drama, meaning more people are mad, meaning people would still think that I'm this egotistical, narcissistic asshole for just hating on one guy's edit, you know? So like, I pretty much painted the narrative beautifully for them, from their point of view, essentially. And which, you know, a mistake on my part. I should not have blocked this person from just, you know, pretty much just hating on me for no reason. I should have just ignored it, but you know, we grow and we learn, you know, it is what it is. And essentially after that happened, the guy who actually like was hating on me after that, he actually ended up apologizing like pretty quickly after that, which was surprising. I just didn't really want anything to deal with this. I was just so done with it already that I just, I don't know. I was just really over it at this point. I just wanted out, bro. I just wanted to sort this out, be okay with these people and just move on, you know? It took a long time, but to be honest with you, bro, it wasn't really easy when all these people already had their minds made up about me, essentially. Like one guy, I don't remember his name, but like essentially one guy was so convinced that I somehow had gotten one of his videos dislike bombed for no reason. I don't know why, how he thought I did that, because one, I hadn't reacted to that guy's edit at all. I've never heard of him, and I never saw him in my chat even, but he was so convinced that I had sent my audience over to his video to hate on it. When I had, once again, I had no idea who he was. I had no idea why he was saying that I was doing this. I haven't even watched his video at all, but he was so convinced that I had done it. And no matter what I said to him, he wasn't convinced that I didn't do it. He was so convinced that I had sent a mob mentality, pretty much, an entire mob over to his channel to just hate on him for no reason, which is not true, you know, not true at all. I would never encourage my viewers to send hate to anyone, unless they're a terrible person, then sure, but you know what I mean? Like, I mean, either way, even if they are a terrible person, I probably wouldn't tell my audience to send hate, because like, at that point, you're just giving this bad person, like, attention, which is what they want. Anyway, this guy just wouldn't budge, right? So I just gave up on him, right? It was just, there was just no point, because these people, like, were already so fed up with me for no reason. I don't know why. I just wanted to fix it. And essentially, after I blocked this guy on Twitter and everything, and all this drama was going down, one of the owners of the editing community and whatnot, they actually reached out to me so we could actually like you know, fix out this entire situation and everything, and get to the bottom of this, you know, like why are people so angry? Like what's going on, essentially, right? I don't remember his name exactly, but it was some guy. He made a video on the entire situation as well, and funny enough, a guy called Laser Penguin, which you might remember, also made a video about this entire situation. He actually covered it. I actually recommend you watch it because it's pretty good. So essentially, all of this was going down, and I was so done with it at this point. I just really didn't want drama. Like, I was just so over it. I was just like, oh my god, this is so ass. Like, why do these people hate me for no reason, bro? This is so annoying. Like, I don't even want anything bad to do with them, bro. Like, I just want to fucking live my life, you know? And I was getting so much fucking hate for no reason. It was so annoying. And essentially, this guy, the owner of the editing community, he made a video about it, pretty much clearing the air, pretty much saying that I didn't really have any bad intentions, essentially. But he was also saying that you know, everyone kind of blew this out of proportion, essentially, because, you know, everyone already had their mind made up about me, and he was just confirming that all of the things said about me wasn't really true. Because, well, I'm not a bad guy. Like, I don't want any drama, you know? Like, I don't want any of that. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. And the guy who made the video in the first place wasn't even offended, you know? Like, that's not what happened. But, yeah, I mean, this entire drama was really a huge mess, and eventually all it really took to, like, resolve all this drama, it actually just was to go in a voice call with them, and after that, everyone seemed pretty civil, at least to my experience. They didn't really, like, as soon as I joined that voice call, it was actually in my own Discord server, funny enough, that after that, everything seemed fine, and even in the call, they literally seemed like just regular people, to be honest, and, you know, that was that. You know, everyone was happy after that, you know, and, you know, Kippy, the guy who submitted the edit, you know, he was actually pretty, you know, he wasn't even mad. He was pretty, like, surprised. Like, he was just as surprised as me, to be honest, that, you know, people were so offended over this. But yeah, that's pretty much how I pissed off an entire community for, like, to be honest, for no reason. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. So for the people wondering, like, if I'm cool with the community and everything, I mean, yes, I think I haven't talked to them ever since that instance, really. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I have any bad blood with them. Don't send them any hate, by the way, just because I talked about them in this video. This happened like 2 years ago now, I think. So that's why I'm talking about it. It was just an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about because, like, I mean, why not? It's a funny story, I think. So I was just thinking, why not talk about it, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this story. Let me know in the comments down below if I should do more of these. And yeah, I'll see you a lot later in a bit. Peace.